Pakistan's former President Pervez Musharraf has been charged with treason. He's accused of unlawfully suspending the constitution and imposing emergency rule in 2007. Musharraf has pleaded not guilty and says the case against him is politically motivated. Let's get the latest with Imtiaz Tyab, who's in Islamabad for us. And Imtiaz, very serious charges because these carry the death penalty. Take us through what happened in court.
Well, defying all expectations, Pervez Musharraf left the cardiac hospital that he's been in for now 3 months. He presented himself to the courts. He was indicted on 6 charges relating to treason. Those charges, as you rightly point out, stem from his 2007 decision to suspend the Constitution, to remove a number of judges. Now, he's denied all these charges, and he's also made a plea to the courts. He's pled to be able to leave the country to visit his ailing mother in Dubai, and he's also asked to go to Dubai to receive medical treatment for himself. Now, the court is expected to reconvene at about 9 GMT to give their verdict on whether the former military ruler will be allowed to leave the country.
Indeed, and Imtiaz, we've seen a couple of protests demanding the release of the former president in support of him. But I mean, in reality, how much support does Musharraf have?
On the streets, I would say relatively little. The reality is over the past year, Pervez Musharraf has frankly cast a very strange shadow over the country. He, of course, was in control of Pakistan for more than a decade, a very powerful man. He, of course, had a very tumultuous time in office, but really since his arrival last year, a year ago, to, in his own words, save the country, he's really been struggling to save himself, and in many ways has become a bit of a joke, if you will, in some circles, saying that he's really failed to achieve anything that he's tried to achieve in this country. But as you rightly point out, he's facing some very serious charges, and although today he's been indicted, we're still a long way from any kind of treason conviction. But if he is convicted, he not only faces the possibility of life in prison, he also faces a possible death penalty.
Imtiaz, thanks very much indeed for that. Imtiaz Tyab in Islamabad there.